Good morning, guys. Very sunny day today, and we're gonna go ahead and install the front wall. So basically we have two walls already, and now we're gonna go for the front one. So we are gonna be completing a U shape. We're gonna go ahead and pick all the profiles and bring them here. We were wondering whether to build this wall next or do the other short one on the other side. We have decided to go for this one because I think it's going to be a little bit easier to make sure everything is square. And now I just need to pick all the profiles.
¿Cuántas? ¿Lo traigo, no?
Así, ¿no?
Sí, pero inclinada hacia la izquierda.
Ah, ¿sí?
Sí. Este trabajo me gusta.
No se mal nivel. ¿Esto qué es?
Y después hacia el V4.
¿Esto va conectado al stack o al...?
Va a conectar este, o sea que esto
Esto va
va
para
al
el
revés.
Así. El siguiente mirando para la derecha, ¿no? ¿Derecha?
Para la izquierda, mirando para la izquierda.
¿Así?
Y sale en altura.
Ya,
Así.
se mete por aquí, ¿no?
No, pero ahí no va a la derecha. Espalda con el V3.
¿Y cuál va aquí?
Ahí no hay ninguno más.
No, tiene que haber uno doble, míralo bien.
No hay.
Porque este es el V2. Qué grande este. Hay dos. Este parece mirando al revés, Maru. Este es el V11, Guilla.
¿Qué está hablando?
Esta pared se está mirando.
Ay,
Esta
Dios
pared
mío.
se mira desde
¡Ay,
así,
Dios mío!
de aquí para afuera. Ponte aquí.
No me lo creo.
Me la ha puesto todo al revés. ¡Venga, guapa!
V6. Mirando hacia allá.
Es el primero.
Sí. Mirando hacia adentro. Y ese va por fuera.
Now I'm gonna trim the anchor bolts a little bit more because yesterday I cut them to this size, which for some reason it worked in the first wall, and then on the second wall the socket didn't fit once the bolt was already completely screwed in. Then the socket wouldn't reach it. I don't have a long socket, I just have a standard one, so I need to cut the bolt a little bit. So now what we're trying to figure out is if this whole length of the floor is horizontal or it has some bumps like it happened on that wall, because this wall is the whole length. I don't want to raise it up and then to figure out later that we have to lower it. So what we did, we just put this track here vertically, so we know that this line is it's a straight line. And now I'm gonna go watching over here, seeing if there is some bumps, which there are. So I'm gonna be marking the bumps, and once everything is marked, I will come back with the grinder and remove all the excess. You guys ready for the dust?
Café. Un nuevo regalo, tío.
¿Qué pena, tío? ¿Quieres respirar aire limpio, tío? I need a haircut. I need a haircut. I think I have enough protection now.
Uno por fuera y el otro va por dentro.
Alright, so we just finished prepping all the floor and the bottom tracks, and now we're gonna start assembling the wall. Ionia is gonna be screwing this one. Okay, so we're ready to raise this wall. Hopefully it goes easy because it's a long wall and with the door and everything, so the track underneath is not continuous, it's split in 2 tracks, but it's super sturdy. I already tested it, and this area here, I was wondering if, since it's not connected in the bottom, is this dimension will be like something not fixed like 100%, but it is fixed. I don't know how they did it, probably because it has 2 screws there, but anyways, very happy with it. And now we're gonna go ahead and raise it up. Wish us luck, guys. And before that actually we need to put the waterproofing membrane underneath. We're gonna put one strip here and another strip there, and then we will be ready. Estamos ahí, estate. Agárrala con la mano, esa mano de ahí te la va a coger.
No. Vamos a coger primero el saquillo.
Ya estoy intentando más.
Vale. ¿Tú puedes levantarla?
Eso está encajado.
¿Ha entrado?
Sí. So now what we're gonna do, we just put the 6 anchor bolts and then a clamp over there, and I just want to make sure 100% that this distance is correct, because you know we could have done the structure like this and that would be bad. So what we're gonna do, instead of measuring, since we already have the bottom tracks of this wall, we're gonna just present them here and see if they fit. They need to fit really snug, like they fitted in the other wall. So we have the bottom tracks here. Me acabo de emitir eso por todo el culo la cual. Hopefully it fits. By the way, did you see how close the wall was from the solar panel? Good job, Eugenia. Please wish us luck, because I really don't want to move this thing. Do you think it's gonna fit?
Huh? Yes, no, it looks like.
It fits. I think we even have some tolerance there, like 2 millimeters. We could move this wall over here a little bit.
So what's next?
This is good. So we are gonna just bolt it to the ground properly, and then we're gonna install all the screws from the inner face, because that's the one that is facing to the slab. we need to connect this side, this corner, to this wall so it doesn't move. Right now we have a clamp, but we will be putting screws over here every 40 centimeters, and they need to be the bigger screws. They need to be these ones. Need to be these guys. And also we need to add screws here in between every star that is back to back. We need to add a screw every 60 centimeters, if I'm not wrong. So these two studs become like a box column, you know. It will be like super snug and super sturdy. So we will do that here, and the one in the middle, this other one. Alright guys, I already screwed this guy here every 40 centimeters, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start connecting these two studs and the ones that I mentioned earlier, those two, and they go every 60 centimeters. I just checked the plan. Basically what I'm doing here, I have a hole here for the cables that I requested. We just requested the electrical holes where we wanted, and the rest of the profiles, as you could see, are solid. So for example, here we have these holes that go all the way around the house because we have the electrical here. The conduit will come over here, so we will have a switch there. So when you open the door, we're gonna open from the outside. When you open the door, then you have a switch to turn the lights on. So we needed a conduit here, and what I'm doing here before screwing both studs together is to make sure that both holes from both studs align perfectly, which is like that is just 100%. It is 100% flush to each other, which is fantastic, you know. There you go. And then I think I'm gonna go from this side because the exterior might be transparent. So if we want, I don't want to see I prefer to see the head of the screw. And I have a paparazzi following me everywhere now. Paparazzi! Paparazzi, how are you feeling?
Good.
How many hours are you gonna be taking pictures? Alright guys, this is all done. Structure looking good. You can see, you can feel already the space in there with the 3 walls. It's gonna be a fantastic space. Gonna have a table here for Eugenia to work with her ceramics. All of this is going to be closet space. We're gonna have a sink over here, then the washing machine for the clothes, storage space, and then we will have shelves over here, probably shelves over there, and over there, and like a big table in the middle. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be really nice. Eugenia is having fun with her new lover. Papi, ¿qué te hace, tío? ¿Qué te hace, tío? No, bueno, ¿verdad? Leave a comment if you like the dog. And leave a comment if you like this new structure. It is looking fantastic. And the coating finish is just so beautiful. It's not galvanized. It's shown in camera or not, but it looks so good and has such a nice touch. For this structure, we didn't go with standard galvanized. It's a coating called ZM310, McNellis, I think it's called. It's basically a super sturdy coating, and it protects the steel for, I don't know, more than 25 years in bad conditions. It's way better than regular hot dip galvanized. I mean, it's a little bit more expensive, but we went for it because the structure is gonna be exposed in the inside, and this just looks way better than standard galvanized. And also it is gonna be more protected. If we would have decided to cover the walls, then I don't know if we would have gotten this coating, but for the workshop we went ahead, and also we wanted to test it. And this project, it was test completely. We wanted to do things completely different than the one we did already in the cabin, because we already knew that. We already knew how to cut and how to put together a structure 100% custom, made by us, with our hands. And we already tested how the galvanized is performing, which is performing really good. We tested different screws. We tested a completely different approach in terms of the system. And in this case, we wanted to go the opposite. We wanted to go for a structure that is pre-cut, almost pre-assembled. It's like a Lego kind of thing, or like a Meccano. I don't know if you guys know Meccano. I'm a Meccano guy. I've been doing Meccanos my whole life when I was a kid, not anymore, and now I do Meccanos in real life. For this structure, we wanted to go to a completely different approach and test both of them and decide which one is better for us to move forward for the final house. Because for the final house, we still need to decide whether we're going to do some sort of prefab like this, going even more prefab, meaning that the panels come already pre-assembled, like the whole panel, so we don't have to put together the walls. They already come in a flatbed, and you just offload it and bolt it to the ground. Or if we're gonna go the route that we went for the cabin, like buying a standard length profiles, cutting them, and then making everything by ourselves, which is, it's kind of fun though. I don't know, we still need to decide. Personal preference, I don't know, there are a lot of pros, a lot of cons. A lot of pros for the system that we're doing the workshop with, but at the same time it's kind of nice to do also the whole thing by yourself. Not saying that I'm not proud of this structure, because I think it's a completely different game, and we needed to learn so many things also that we didn't know. But the other one that you had to cut, you had to figure the whole thing out, and it was probably more challenging, you know. Also, we have the experience from the other one, so maybe not feeling so challenged comes also from that, because we already have the experience at the beginning when we were doing the cabin. I remember not being able to screw one screw, and at the end of it we were screwing just with one hand pretty much. But here this is a different game. So I don't know, guys, you would appreciate your feedback. What would you go with for the final house? Bear in mind that it's 180 square meters, more or less. So there are gonna be a few walls. There are gonna be a few walls and a few roof panels. Alright, I don't know if you're still there. If you're still there, I'm just wandering around thinking out loud. But it's looking so good. Imagine these solar panels are gonna go over there. The whole roof is gonna be full of solar panels. It looks so good in relationship with the cabin. So happy how it's coming out. Oh, they're like siblings. Cannot wait for tomorrow or the next day to make that wall. I don't know if we're building it tomorrow, because we have to edit videos that you watch, and it's starting to take us a bit longer because we're spending so much time editing them, and yeah, our work doesn't end in the building site. Then we go in the cabin and we edit the videos for you guys. I mean, we're having so much fun with this new series. Alright guys, talk to you later, because we're gonna have lunch. It's like, I don't even know what time is it, 3:30 p.m. and we haven't eaten yet. See you guys later.